Welcome back, grade 4 students. How are you? This is me, Shaima, and now we will continue our lesson 2, activity 4, which talks about types of adaptations. We have learned that we have two types of adaptations. First one is structural adaptation, which is a change in the body structure of living organism to help it survive. Okay? And the second type of adaptation, which is behavioral adaptation, which is change in the behavior or act of living organism to help it survive. So now we will take 3 examples from animals to apply this information on them. Okay? Are you ready? So let's start. So now we will talk about 2 foxes, 2 animals. Okay? First one is fennec fox, and we knew fennec fox from last time. Okay? And we knew some information about it, like it has a sandy color or tan colored. It has big ears. Okay? Its habitat is desert. So this what we learned about it last time. Okay, now let's know its structural adaptations and behavioral adaptations. Okay, we will make it like a game. Okay, are you ready for this game? It will be nice. So let's play. We have here S or B. S stands for structural adaptation and B for the behavioral adaptation, and I will tell you some sentences about or some information about fennec fox, and you tell me if it's S or B, structural or behavioral. Okay, so let's start. It has a tan colored coat. So think. So tan colored, so its body, it's a structural adaptation. Yes. And it has extra large ears. So structural or behavioral? Structural. Okay. It pants as like a dog. Pants to make do you know this sound? Okay. So it's behavioral. Okay. And we will know now. It lives in burrows. Burrows is like homes in the rocks. Okay. So it's behavioral. It eats all kinds of food. Yes, also this is a behavioral structure. So well done, my smarties students. Okay. So let's explain each one of them, okay? First one, it has a tan colored coat. It means it has colored fur, or it refers for the fur with coat here, okay? Why? As we learned before, to hide in a sandy, rocky environment is camouflage, okay? And the second reason is to protect it from the sun, okay? As this fur make like a shield against the sun, so it protects its body, okay? Okay. Then the second point that we said that it is a structural adaptation. It has extra large ears. Okay, so why? These large ears help him or help it to lose the heat to cool its body. Okay, you can imagine that its ears like chimney. Do you know chimney? Chimney is something that help that heat comes out from the place, as you see here. This is for you to imagine, okay, how its ears work, okay. So I hope it's easy to you to imagine this. Also, these large ears allows it excellent hearing, so it hears very well, okay. So this is the second point in its adaptation, which is structural adaptation. Okay, let's go to the third point. It pants as a dog. Okay, and we set pants to breathe heavily, like so. It cools its body. This action cools its body, where it takes up to 700 breaths per minute. Do you imagine? He make like this breathing heavily 700 per minute. Okay, so this is a behavioral adaptation it makes to cool its body. Okay, fourth one, it lives in burrows, and as you see here, this is the burrow to stay cool during the sunny days. So as you see, all the adaptations for the fennec fox mainly to cool its body, okay, because he lives in desert, as we mentioned before. So it lives in burrows to stay cool during the sunny days. And then we have the last adaptation that we will discuss in the fennec fox adaptations, that it eats all kinds of food like insects, fruits, plant roots, remaining of another animal's prey. This one of the behavioral adaptation, yes, because it's about action. So now we finish the adaptations of fennec fox. So we have structural adaptation and behavioral adaptations. We discussed that in structural adaptations, the tan colored fur or coat to hide and protect it from sun. The second one, which is extra large ears to lose heat and cool its body. Behavioral adaptations, like it pants to cool its body. It lives in burrows to stay cool in the sunny days, and it eats all kinds of food. So is it clear? Now we are moving to another type of foxes, which is the opposite, because it lives in Arctic region. As we said before, Arctic region is a very cold place or environment. Okay, so let's go there. As we see here, Arctic fox lives in tundra desert, and this is a desert which temperature is 50 degrees Celsius below zero. It's very it's freezing there. Okay, it looks like freezer or more than freezer. Okay, so tundra desert have something. In summer the snow melts, so in the winter it looks like white because of the snow covering everything. In summer the snow begins to melt, so the brown color of the desert begins to appear. Okay, so as you see here in this picture, the surprise here, as you see here in this picture, that the Arctic fox can change its fur color in the winter, where the environment is all covered with snow. It is white, it has white fur, and in summer it changes, the color begin to change to brown, as the environment it changes its color after the snow had melted. Okay, so this is a very interesting information about Arctic fox. What do you think about this adaptation? Is it structural adaptation or behavioral adaptation? He changes the color of its fur, so in its body structure, so it's structural adaptation. Yes, good. So first, as we mentioned, it has a white fur in winter and changes into color brown in summer when the snow melts, so it's structural adaptation. The second one, that it has a thick fur to keep its body warm in the extreme cold climate. Okay, this is two structural adaptation about the Arctic fox. First, it has white fur in winter, which changes into brown in the summer as the snow melts. Okay, and it had a thick fur to keep its body warm in the extreme cold climate. I think that it is clear that it changes the color of its fur to sneak up on prey in any season. So it changes color as the environment. He wanted to blend in with the environment to sneak up on prey in any season. Okay, if it's winter, so he is white as the snow is white. If it's summer, so its color is brown as the surrounding. Okay, let's go to other point. Here in this picture, what about its ears? Is it extreme large or short? What do you think? Is large like the fennec fox? No. It has short ears and legs. Okay. Why? To help it stay warm. So this adaptation is also structural adaptation. Okay, because the changes is in its body structure. Okay, and why it has short ears and legs, and this thing keep its body warm, to stay warm. How? Because short ears and legs, there is less heat escapes from its body. It's the opposite of the fennec fox. As the fennec fox has big ears to lose heat, this one of foxes, Arctic fox, this Arctic fox doesn't want to lose heat, but the opposite. He wanted to keep its body warm, so it has short ears and short legs. Okay, so now we talked about 3 structural adaptation for the Arctic fox. So now we will discuss about its behavioral adaptation. As you know that the behavioral adaptation is the adaptation that happen due to the changes in the behavior or acts. Okay, so first thing that it lives in burrows. Okay, and this to stay warm at night. Okay, because it lives in a very cold climate, so it needs to keep warm, so it lives in burrows to stay warm at night. And also it eats all kinds of food, insects, fruit, plant roots, remaining of animals' prey. So this is the 2 behavioral for the Arctic fox. Okay, now we can summarize what we said in the Arctic fox. It has structural adaptations and behavioral adaptation. The structural adaptations in the Arctic fox, it has thick fur, white fur turns into brown in the summer, and short ears and legs. And we know why all of these. Okay, and about its behavioral adaptation, it lives in burrows and it eat all kinds of food. Okay, if it's okay, we have finished, and we will continue in another video the bull char structure and behavioral adaptations. So for now, goodbye.